Welcome to hell. There is no escape. There is no escape. You are in my control now. Welcome to hell.
And they'll take you one by one, and no one will hear you scream. No one will hear you scream.
Yo, welcome everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. It's your boy Walterdoom, back for another episode. And I got my boy here, Enokh xMortiz. What's up,
What's
man?
up?
How you doing?
I'm
we
doing
said
good.
the same thing.
Yeah,
we said at the
I'm
same
doing
damn
good. That's funny.
time. Oh man, but how you been, man? How's life treating you?
It's been good, man. I've been straight, doing this music, man, landing, pushing shows, getting as many as I can going, having some, moderate success with it too. Again, finally got a show in my own city. I've done quite a bit of shows, but they're always outside of my fucking home city because my city kind of like stopped doing hip hop because of violence and people, getting hurt. So they stopped doing.
Man.
So they stopped doing hip hop at all the venues, but there's like one man who's slowly like trying to carve it back into the city, and he reached out to me, and I was like, hell yeah! So we got a new bar, a new owner who just moved into the city. He was like, I don't care, let's do it. So like, hell yeah! All right, so now we cooking again.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's pretty much like one of the questions I wanted to ask you, like, because I've been seeing like you've been doing the whole live performance thing, I'm glad, like, you're getting out there, you're putting your name out there, you're doing live performance, man. Can you talk about a little bit more about that experience, man? Like how many live shows you've been on so far,
Yeah, I've done I want to say seven shows, but only one like really like, well, I guess two big shows. I did like a little festival thing back in June or July. That was super cool actually. It's like maybe like 200 plus people at the stage when I went on. So it was super cool, and like nobody ever expects to hear my kind of music. I'm always like the oddball at the festivals because it's always like it's always like more like mainstream kind of sounding music, and then I come on, everyone's like, what the hell is this? And I'm like Satan music, and they're like, oh my God.
Something straight from the underground.
Yeah, exactly. But I get a lot of love for it, surprisingly. And I'm like, because I really think that a lot of people might be prejudiced against the sound, because like, oh, whoa, because I don't use like auto-tune or any of that kind of stuff. And 90% of the people who are on the stage do. And so when I come on and I actually receive a lot of love and respect afterwards, it's always like kind of like mind blowing. It's like, oh, okay, like you guys secretly are fans of the underground music, but you guys just don't know it yet. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, see, that's the thing I always talk about, like with music. It's like you can't say you hate particularly a certain sound of music. Sometimes I feel like you just haven't discovered it yet. It's like for me, I mean, I know I'm not a big fan of country music because that's not really my lane. But there has been like at least one song that I've liked before that was a country song. I can't remember the name of it. I think the band was called Sugarland or Sugarfoot or some shit like that.
Sugarfoot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Or no, Sugarfoot's the restaurant King of the Hill.
Oh, yeah, I think it might be. It's one of those. It's one of those.
It's either Sugarfoot or Sugarland.
Yeah. But
great.
I know, like, for sure, it's like their lead singer is like this female, and she was singing about like this breakup and whatever. And the way like the song is played, it's kind of like soft guitars, because country music, they're all about their guitars and what have you. But it's like
guitars
very
and
soft.
emotion.
Yes. It was like soft guitars playing. And I was just like, I was I was definitely enamored by the song. I was definitely like loving what I was hearing. And I thought it was like a good song. I was just like, there's that one country song I like.
Right? Yeah, exactly. And like that's all it takes sometimes is people to especially for me, like people are I'm in the area right now where like everybody is discovering me because I'm so new to releasing music, So everybody who hears me, a lot of them are a lot of new people, so every day like new people are hearing me. It's cool to see people reaching out to me who like really respect what I do and hold lyricism over like just a cool beat,
Mm-hmm.
and but I did that Jaron Benton show, which was super fucking cool, man. That's the big show, and that was super dope, man. I made like close to like $300 in merch. I was like, yo, what the
Oh,
fuck?
that's a
Like,
sub.
hell yeah, I got bandanas and a bunch of shit, but and they were selling like hotcakes. I like go outside real quick, smoke a cigarette, come back in, and my merch guy was like, yo, bro, he's like handing me cash. Yo, sweet,
That's
and
what's up.
yeah, like I opened up for the whole event there, and it was like super crazy because the place was packed. And by the
Mm-hmm.
time so I had literally like the entire venue full for me, and they all loved it. And then by the time Jaron Bent went on, there was like half of the people had already left and shit. So I was like, what the
Mm-hmm.
fuck? Like that was so weird to me. Like he's the headliner, he's the main guy. You think he'd have a big, huge crowd compared to little old me from fucking
Yeah.
Kalamazoo,
Yeah.
But it was crazy to see how many people from my city and from my state showed up just to come see me. And I was like, wow, that's crazy, It was like probably about like 250, like 60 of them were all people that just came for me. I was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
super fucking cool, man. Signed some autographs and shit, which is still super fucking weird, People were like, yo, man, can you sign this? Like,
It's new.
yeah,
It's definitely a new feeling.
yeah, it really is. I'm like, yeah, sure, of course, man, But it was a gnarly show, man. Like they even like a lot of times like you have to pay to play. So
Yeah.
say you want to get on the show, you have to pay money. They give you X amount of tickets to sell to make your money back. And
Mm-hmm.
the Jaron Benton thing was like super sweet because I didn't have to pay anything. What they did is there's like 10 people who applied to open up for him, and they just sent all of our music to Jaron Benton and his team. And then they just listened to everybody's music, one song of each person, and then just picked 3 people that they wanted to open. And I was just one of
Mm.
them, and then they actually paid me money. I was like, yeah, that's fucking, like sweet.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Yeah.
dope as hell.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
So if going into like more of like, the festival realm, going on to that to kind of carry on that conversation, if you could do a festival or perform at a festival of your choosing, where you perform at,
I would choose Electric Forest.
why is that?
It's Michigan, you know what I'm saying? And it is I'm a very spiritual kind of guy, I like just like the type of music I do, acid rap, and
Mm-hmm.
that's just more my setting, it's like the woods being all lit up and just everything about it just seems so fucking sweet. Like the other festivals are all cool and stuff, like the actual music festivals that are like more like metal or like Lost Lands and stuff like that. Like that's all cool too. But Electric Forest just has like this aura around it. You know what I'm saying? Like my brother goes every year. He's been going for years, and he's always like just telling me about it, and I've yet to make it. But
I was
you
just
know what I'm
about to
saying?
ask you too.
So,
Like, I'm kind of interested, a festival in
dude,
the
it
forest.
is amazing, bro. Like they literally make all the trees like they strip them with LED lights and stuff. So when you're walking through, dude, it's madness. It's just insanity.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a bunch of like secret stuff everywhere too. Like you might walk into a room or like get a clue from some of the employee there who's dressed up as a fucking crazy dinosaur, like whatever. He gives you a clue and you follow it like a treasure map, and you end up in like an old tavern that's like a 1920s tavern, or you
Oh, okay.
end up at like a secret concert where it's like a foam pit, like they like actually foam, like bubbles everywhere, and it's like there's just so much shit going on there all over the place, and it's that's why I want to go there. And plus, I think like everybody there is super high on psychedelics. And I think
Of course. Of course.
And I think that hearing my lyrics while in that state of mind would definitely make them more like, what the fuck is going on? You know, I need to figure out who this guy is. You know, like,
yeah. They will definitely love that while high off of shrooms or what have you.
Exactly. Strategic play.
All right. Here's another one that I kind of want to like know about. Like, if you were to start like your own tour, you know, like a dream tour, say like, you know, this is your dream tour, you know, Enokh is going all across America, maybe international also, you know, who would you love to have on your tour with you? Like, who would you want to be on your tour? Dream lineup. You know, you could pick. You got lineup, man. Yeah, you got to pick 3 people though. You know, because you're the headliner.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Tech 9.
Okay. Tech would definitely complement your style.
Yeah, exactly. Ritz. I love Ritz. And I'm gonna go with somebody a little bit different. I'll go with let's go with Mad Child.
Mad Child? I don't think I've heard of Mad Child before.
No, Mad Child, he was in a group called Swollen Members back in the day. He kind of did his whole solo thing for a while, but dude's very lyrically his penmanship is spectacular. You know, he's very, very well at crafting syllables and stuff. And if you go and listen to his music, you would probably see a little bit of the inspiration that I had from him growing up. You'd be okay, I can kind of see where the vocabulary comes from. His vocabulary is very extensive.
Okay.
So yeah, those three make a hell of a tour, bro. that would be fucking insane.
Especially with Tech, man. Tech will definitely kill it.
Tech's the man. His stage show alone, you know, like fuck. And that's what I need to work on, is getting a stage show, bro. Pyrotechnics and, you know, all that crazy shit. A fucking paper mache pterodactyl swooping down. That'd be the shit.
That does bring a good question. Like, what would be on the stage when you're performing? What would you have?
Yeah, exactly. You know, like, what would I have, man? You know, obviously I'm horror based, so I'd have to have something like that, but I'm also like psychedelic based, so the combination of the two in some sort of way, like a twisted Alice in Wonderland kind of set thing going on.
Yeah.
You know, like it's definitely something I want to look into more and try to figure out how I could incorporate not only just me like doing my songs on stage, but actually make it a true arts performance. You know what I'm saying? Like Guar. You know who Guar is? Yeah.
I actually seen them live. I've seen them at this festival called Beach Goth. There it's a festival made by the Growlers. So every year the Growlers, they bring like people to their festival, and of course the Growlers are the main, you know, headliners and what have you.
Yep.
But that year, you know, I wanted to see Julian Casablancas, you know, who's the lead singer of the Strokes. You know, I wanted to see his other band, The Voids, which their set was amazing. But during that performance, or during that festival, I should say, Guar was performing, and that was my first time actually seeing and hearing about them. And my God,
the stage show is crazy, right?
Them dudes are crazy.
They bring out like a giant T-Rex with laser beams on his head, and like like their set design is pretty good. And like, dude, it's amazing. It's truly incredible to me. Like their music might not be like, I love their music too, but the stage performance and you know, the whole characters, and like it's like a play. It's a musical. I wouldn't even say it's a concert. It's damn near like a musical, because they really be acting that shit out and bringing props and like doing all this stuff. So it's like, you know, there's a fine line between just a concert and a musical. You know what I'm saying? And I love how they blend and walk that line. And you know, that's something that I want to do, is be able to give an all-around performance instead of just me with a microphone. You know, so that's what I'm trying to work my way up to, get to that point.
That's a good aspiration, man. And I hope you get there one day. going back into the music right now. So I know you hit your milestone of like 30 songs, man. How does that feel right now?
Dude, it's actually crazy, man. Like 30 songs. It doesn't even seem like it's been that long. It doesn't really seem like I have 30 songs, you know? And I still have so much more to fucking go, man. Like even like right around me, I'm just like, there's just hundreds and hundreds of papers and journals and loose like everywhere. So like, I'm still playing catch up. So the writing process. Still got a lot to do, but yeah, it's super dope, man. Like I could have shot for like 60, in that time period if I would have continued doing a song every week like I was doing for like the first couple months, but then I kind of slowed down because I didn't want to oversaturate it. Give time for each song to kind of marinate and get its own little shine, But yeah, it is crazy, man, going from just last year, just rapping with my buddies at parties and and then having people listening to the music and actually like gaining, a following and seeing that happen in like real time is just so crazy to me, because for years I never thought anybody would want to listen to the kind of style that I do, just because I thought that a lot of the mainstream had kind of taken over the majority of what people want to hear. And it's super fucking cool to see that people are dying to hear what I bring to the table, like with lyricism, like obviously I put lyrics over everything. And when to see people actually appreciate that is like, just overwhelming, because it's like, fuck yeah, because I've worked so hard at writing for 14 years and I always held myself back because I was like, man, do I really want to release music? Do I really want to do this? And then, waste my time. And then one day I just, I dropped some space paper and I fucking had this 16-hour fucking trip and I experienced, like higher consciousness or whatever. And I woke up afterwards and I was like, I'm just going to make music. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. And I just got a laptop and just started recording music, dude. And I recorded the song Devil's Night and then I just released it. And I didn't mix it. I didn't master it. I didn't do anything. I just released it after I recorded it. And then that's my biggest song to date still. And it's like so crazy to me. It's like, so once I seen that and people started, once that snowball got built, man, I just kept fucking, okay, cool. And, I still don't even know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm still learning my footing in it, but 30 songs in and it's like, damn, 30 fucking songs. You know what I'm saying? I got like almost like 30,000 views or whatnot on YouTube. It's like, that's crazy to me,
Yeah.
Especially in the first year. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's unbelievable right there,
I appreciate it, man. It's been a hell of a journey so far. I'm excited to see what this year brings, because last year was fucking awesome, but this year I got a little bit more knowledge behind trying to get more of the actual stage shows going. I got that one coming up in like 2 weeks, here in my city. So I'm gonna actually I always try to put different songs, you know what I'm saying? Now because now I got like a nice little catalog, and I got 15 minutes and I can fit 6 songs because I do like 2.5, 3-minute long songs. So I can fit like 6 of them if I do it right. And so I always be like just bringing random songs, Sometimes it's a hit or miss, like Spaceful Dead, that one I definitely do at a festival. That whole song is like just the vibe of the festivals, So I kind of pick and choose, what I'm gonna do. But yeah, it's fucking awesome having 30 songs, man. Nice little catalog getting stacked up.
That's good, man. Any plans of releasing an album or an EP anytime soon, man? Mixtape,
Yeah, man. Everybody wants that, dude. Everyone keeps asking me about that. Actually.
Because like right now you got 30 songs, man. That's a double album right there.
Yeah, yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that is. It is. That is like a double press album, and I have been thinking about like doing 2 songs, like how I would my normal process, but then just keep one of the songs for myself and then release one like I do in my singles anyways to keep people, interested and keep it moving. And then just slowly stack up the other songs and then just drop it whenever I feel like I have enough, maybe anywhere from probably around 10 songs, and then just drop like an album, and then I'll hit up my boy Sean Tallman to do the artwork.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Shout out Sean.
Man, his art is amazing, bro. Like
yeah,
honestly.
I love that dude. I love that dude. That's my boy. He is the man. He is the pen sensei. That dude is too good. He did some more artwork for me and sent me some pictures just out of the blue. He did like the Real Monsters logo, except it's Enokh xMortiz. It's like, oh, yeah. That's so sick, dude. So like with my style of music and his style of artwork, man, it's just such a great combination. So if I'm gonna have anybody do my album artwork, it's gotta be that man, like, and plus it'd be so eye-catching. When you see Sean's work, you can't just walk past it. It catches you no matter what aspect of life you're in. You're like, yo, wait, it's incredible. Now if I get that and apply it to my music on the cover of the album, man, it'll practically sell itself, that people be like, oh, this looks amazing.
Yeah, for me, I mean, that's part of like why I listen to half the music I listen to, because I see the album cover. And me, I was a graphic design major in college, so for me, I'm just like, I'm all about the designs and everything. And one thing I do enjoy is like the covers of like albums like MF Doom or like fucking Tribe Called Quest, how they have their album designs.
Yeah, exactly. One that always sticks out to me growing up was that Korn album with the sidewalk, and it's like crumbling down, and the little kid, that like that album cover's always stuck with me. I don't know why, but that that's the one with Freak on the Leash, right? Yeah, that spoke a lot. Like just the album cover itself was like, wow, So that's a huge part of the packaging and the selling of the music, unless you're Drake and you just add some emojis on it and it'll sell. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta
the worst fucking album cover ever, man.
you gotta be so well known where you just like literally just have a blank piece of paper as your album cover and it'll sell. Like
oh my
you know what I'm saying? Like, he could have put anything on there and it would have sold. It's not about catching eyes
anymore. No. It kind of reminds me of since you said blank piece of paper, it kind of reminds me of System of a Down's album, Still This Album. And like their whole cover was literally like what looked like a mixed CD inside like the little like CD case that you'll buy at like fucking Target or something like that.
Bro, yeah, it's genius. I love that whole like satire, that is so cool.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, right now we are going to take a break. So, man, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more with you. How's that sound, bro?
Oh, yeah, let's get it.
All right. So we'll be back with Enokh xMortiz, everybody. So right now we're going to take a break. And like you shouldn't say in a scary movie, I'll be right back. All right, and we are back. We are back with Enokh xMortiz. Yes, sir. All right, man. So right now, let's just talk about a few like things that have been going on, man. Have you been watching any movies lately that's from this year?
I really like that movie, The Sadness.
Oh my God. That movie was good.
That movie was gnarly, man. God damn.
I gotta say, that one guy on the train that was sexually harassing homegirl and all that.
The one with the umbrella?
Yeah. that dude, bro. That was a horny motherfucker. Like,
bro. The eye socket scene, man. How did that was like I was like, oh, whoa. Yeah, they did a great job with that, but like I'm a huge fan of South Korean films. I love South Korean film. I don't know what it is, bro. I just love the there's like a certain style, like the transfers from scene to scene, or like the angles they use and the way it's just, I don't know. I love it, man. And yeah, that movie was the shit. But
it was. For that one, I felt like that was like the best movie I've seen like this year by far. You
Oh
know,
yeah, by far, man. I can't. Oh wait, Mad God, Mad God. If you haven't
oh
seen that,
yeah, yeah. I haven't. I saw a little bit of
whoo,
it, but I haven't finished it yet. I still got to like.
yeah,
I gotta watch it
you
from beginning to end. Honestly,
yeah. It is a trippy ass film, man. That's
yeah, yeah,
crazy.
yeah. See, when I was first watching it, I was like literally eating and watching it at the same time. And I know the movie has no dialogue.
Hmm.
And you know, when I noticed when I was eating, I kind of like was missing key points to the movie. And I was like,
Yeah,
damn,
exactly.
I told
Yep.
myself, I can't eat and watch this movie at the same time. I gotta like literally
Focus,
watch this movie.
100%. Yep. Yeah, exactly. That's what I did. I sat down, man, and I got a little recliner, my little like, cause I have my studio right here, and in the room next to it, I got like a little room that's just for me to watch movies. Like
Yeah, yeah.
my two favorite things in the world, fucking horror films and music. So I got like a recliner chair, boom, dead center in front of a fucking TV, and I sit right there, and that's how I be getting down, just like that. The TV is like maybe like, dude, 3 feet away.
Yeah.
I'll be right there. I got like a fucking like some like surround sound, like a big old speaker, boom, 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 boom. And I put that like shit like damn near right up to the chair underneath my feet, like shaking the chair. Like there's like IMAX in my house,
Yeah. That's like that one commercial. I think it was like Miramax or
Yeah,
it
when
was
they blowing that dude's thing,
yeah.
all this stuff back. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So you haven't seen the movie Prey yet? The new
Mm-hmm.
Predator movie? What you thought
Yeah, I
about that
did.
one?
I thought it was all right. I thought it was kind of another Predator movie, though. I mean, it was cool. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of harsh on those kind of films because I wish that they like just really go for it. I really wish they just go for the jugular with these movies. Just really just amplify the violence and just I mean, there was some really cool parts and some great effects and stuff, but I don't know. They always just kind of blend together with the same kind of theme of just you know uh the predator coming after you, and it's like I don't know. I just wish that they just amplified a little bit more and just give it. But I mean, I don't know. I guess it was better than Alien versus Predator, you know,
Mm-hmm.
especially Requiem. But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it was all right. I maybe give it like a 3.5 out of 5. You know,
Oh, okay.
but
That's pretty decent,
right.
honestly.
I mean, it wasn't. It's not something I'd like go rush to tell people about, though. It's not something I'm like, yo, you gotta see this.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
definitely not up there with the sadness.
Oh no, no.
Nah.
Nah. Like the sadness was definitely like a great movie that just they really like push the boundaries of like what they wanted to do with like graphics and everything,
Dude,
you know.
the one part in that movie that it's like the most simplest part, but it kills me every time. I just like laugh my ass off is when that dude walks out of his apartment. He's like trying to
Mm-hmm.
look for his girlfriend. And the zombies are holding that dude down on the staircase and they're like laughing. And they just stomp on his arm and it just like snaps back.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
every time I just die. I think it's just so funny, dude. And the way that they're like looking when they're doing it, it's like, oh my god, that right there, that sold me. As soon as I seen that, I was like, oh, I'm gonna love this movie. Like this is the shit right here. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. But besides that, man, it's been kind of dry on the real horror. Everything's kind of going artsy fartsy, and it's like, did X come out this year? I think X was already.
X came out this year. I thought that movie was really good. I thought
Yeah,
it was a pretty decent
I, f- I
slasher film.
I felt that it was a little reserved, at times. I would, like stick a guy in the eye with a pitchfork, like, okay, some of like the lady getting her hand smashed, that was pretty cool. I like that part, which they're trying to get out the door.
Oh
But
yeah,
like
yeah.
I felt it was just a little bit reserved, like they're kind of trying to play it safe and a little mainstreamy kind of feel, but it was really good, and I see that there's a sequel coming out next month.
Yeah, yeah. Pearl is supposed to be
Yeah,
the prequel movie
yeah,
to the villain of the film in X.
yeah, which makes it even wait. Oh, it's about the old lady?
Yeah, Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. I thought it was about the girl in the overalls. And I was
Oh
like,
nah,
what
hell
the fuck?
no.
I seen the preview and I was like, she a murderer too? What the fuck's going on? You know? I was
Yeah,
like
nah,
super
nah.
confused by that.
Nah, she that's because Mia Goth, she played both roles. She played both the old lady and the girl in the
Oh, she
overall.
did?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Wow, she
Yeah.
killed it. She
Yeah.
killed that
Yeah.
thing, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah, man. Like when I
Now that
looked
you
at the
say it, I
credits,
can kind of see it in the face. I could, yeah.
yeah,
You know,
man.
I felt like that movie deserved Bill Moseley. I don't know why. I just feel
Oh
like Bill Moseley should have been in that film.
Yes, yes.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, I don't know why. Like, as soon as I seen the setting and the atmosphere, I was like, Bill Moseley's gonna be in this. You know, like in my mind, it's like preset. Like, oh, it's a Bill Moseley kind of film. Like,
it does seem like he would be in that film. I think the one thing that film, what it did that kind of like tripped me the fuck out is that they had old people having sex. That shit tripped me the fuck out.
That might be the first horror film to do that. You know, they might be the pioneers of the the pioneers of the seniors of those senior scenes like that for sure.
Yeah, because it's like you don't see most movies like with like senior citizens fucking like that. Like they'll make jokes of it, but you won't see a scene of it.
See it happen, and then you know with the dialogue, my heart. You know, it's like, ah, shit. You know, like, yeah, that was really cool. You know, like say like that the alligator scene. I was kind of like, ah, man. You know, I wish they would have shown more of the alligator scene instead of her just like getting pulled up. You know, they should have went straight Lake Placid and just, you know, like,
yeah,
that would have been sweet.
Yeah,
but you know, I don't know anything else, man. 2022 has been kind of dry besides that.
All right, so here's something I want to know. I know you have a son and he's pretty young. What I want to ask you is, when would you start getting him into horror? Like, how old would he have to be for you to like say like, hey, come check out this movie with me?
Oh, you know? Well, he kind of already is, you know, like I want to say I let him watch the movies per se, but you know, I have all the figures and everything like that. So he knows like who Jason is and he knows who all the characters are. But I do let him watch the borderline horror kind of films, you know, like Monster Squad, you know, or Gremlins. And I think we watched Ghoulies 3, Ghoulies Go to College.
Oh, okay.
I think we might have watched The Puppet Master. But, you know, I always pick the ones that are like, yeah, very mild and borderline, you know. And, I mean, he doesn't really pay much attention to them anyways. He doesn't really care, you know. Yeah, whatever, you know. But once he hits about like maybe like 6, you know, yeah, probably about like 6, and he really wants to watch a good movie, I'll show him Dead Alive. Because that's when I was 6 years old, that's when I watched Dead Alive. So it's a rite of passage, you know. But here's your dad's favorite movie of all time, the greatest film of all time, and just slap in Peter Jackson's Dead Alive. Like, I love that film, you know. Like that's something I want him to experience, not like as like the whole like horror aspect, but just to see what a creative mind can create with very little budget and what a real movie is. Handmade effects, you know, blood, sweat, and tears, not some guy typing away on a laptop. You know, I really want him to, I'm going to drill that into him to understand that there's a huge difference between these movies that you see with these, you know, these Marvel films or all this stuff that's all super CGI $1 million films.
Yeah.
And then the films that somebody put their true blood, heart, and soul into, not just some conglomerate marketing scheme, you know. And I'm not gonna sit here and talk bad on the Marvel films because I watch them, you know, I have nothing against them, but you know, I really want him to understand that, you know, about films for sure. You know, especially horror, you know, especially horror.
Definitely, that definitely would be a good thing. So as you're showing him these films, I know some kids, they get scared, because me as a kid, I got scared of Chucky, you know, and it took me until I got to middle school.
I was horrified of Chucky when I was a kid, dude. That's how my mom got me to do shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I just get Chucky. You know,
Oh,
like, oh no,
man.
hell no.
Yeah, my older sister tortured me with him. So my question to you is like, how would you explain to your son, like, hey, these are just films. They're not real. This person doesn't exist, because a
Yeah, I
child's
would.
imagination is big,
Yeah, exactly. You know, like back in our day, what I would do wasn't available to us back then, for parents to do. But I would just pull up like a documentary or like a behind the scenes thing where it
Mhm.
actually it shows the makeup being applied or the animatronics and stuff like that, and then break it down like that. When we were kids, it's just on the VHS tape, and that's what you got. Your
Yeah.
imagination ran wild. There was no behind the scenes, no special features.
No,
No, you just
no.
so they make it a little bit easier nowadays for parents to kind of break down, differentiate reality from the film. Back in our days, man, nah, you just got the movie and your parents couldn't explain how it was done. So,
Mhm.
they're just like, well, it's not real, but they couldn't tell you any more details about it. So you're like,
Right.
okay.
You're
So,
like,
yeah.
they're like, yeah, that serial killer on the movie screen, he doesn't exist. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it, baby.
no. Yeah, it's like,
like, don't worry about it.
yeah, what are you talking about? Exactly.
But that's good, man. I mean, because I feel like that's what like most parents need to like kind of explain to their kids, like, like these people don't exist. They're just like, created characters on a screen, and just I like that approach though, showing the documentary, because I feel like that is kind of like the best way to kind of approach it. Like, hey, here's the movie, here's the documentary, I mean, and you could find like anything behind the scenes with YouTube now.
Exactly. It's all at the fingertip now. So you can just, pretty much everything has something like that, except for I think Dead Alive. I don't really think they have them out yet, which I'm waiting. Come on now. Come on, Peter Jackson, come back.
Yep.
I'm waiting for him to come back to us, man. He needs to step away from the $1 million films and just come back and give us one more.
Yeah. So, kind of like moving forward, kind of still sticking to like what I saw on social media a little bit. So there was this video. I don't know if you heard about it too, because it's I feel like it's rather new. I mean, everybody's kind of talking about it, but it's about like that Rock interview with him and Kevin Hart. And like the interviewer asked him, like, hey, if you guys wanted to be a celebrity's pet, who would you be? And The Rock was like, I'll be Megan Thee Stallion's pet. that shit was so hilarious, because they were like, why Megan Thee Stallion? And he's like, you don't even have to ask why.
That's great.
So my question to you
I haven't seen
that. My question to you is, man, if you were a celebrity's pet, whose pet would you be? And what kind of pet would you be?
Ooh, that is a hard I'd probably be a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I think I have to go with like, does it have to be in this time period, or could we time travel?
You know what? You could pick any any time period.
If we time traveling, I'm definitely going with Linda Blair. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Linda Blair just had it going on back in the 80s, man. The hair, man. Yeah, Savage Streets and all that. Woo! But, nowadays, shit, that's really hard, man. I really like Jennifer Aniston. Maybe I'll be her dog.
Really? Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah, I don't know why, bro. Man, she don't look a day over 35.
you know what? I give you that. It's like that woman is like she's like 50 or like pushing.
Like what the man?
And she still looks like how she did when she did Friends.
Whenever I think about how she kept her looks that way, I always think of the episode of South Park where Christopher Reeves is snapping stem cells in half, fetuses, and sucking them dry.
Yeah.
There ain't no way come on.
Oh man, for me, I it's a toss-up. It's either Cardi B We don't even have to ask why.
Nah, you be partying hard with
her. Or horror director Gigi Soul Guerrero, man. It's either one of those two. It's literally a toss up between those two, man.
Oh
Why?
yeah, hey, being Lloyd Kaufman's dog, that'd be crazy as shit too. Be on set all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's what Gigi does. I don't know if you follow her on Instagram, but she be taking her dog every fucking
That's what I'm saying, bro. Some of them dogs see more of life than 90% of us ever will. You know, that's crazy.
Yep. All right, man. So, kind of last question before we kind of like, wrap things up. So, we kind of been talking about like a little bit about family and what have you, what will be some of the things once when your son gets a little bit older? What are some of the, most important things that you will be trying to teach him as he gets older?
Well, all right. First would be like the connective consciousness of the world and manifestation of thought, and not to take everything so seriously, and put your faith. If you believe in something strong enough, it'll happen. Law of attraction kind of shit. Just independent thought, and not to be a sheep. And quantum physics and understanding how like the frequencies of this world work, and the cause and effect, and and like my belief in like death, and like the connective consciousness and how there's not really a death at all, and just kind of break down my aspects of that kind of stuff to him, the best way that I can. And then like outside of that kind of mystic kind of realm, films, music, and skateboarding, like he already loves those three already, so it's going to be very hard, but definitely want to put those into him, skateboarding, especially at a young age, because that right there, teaches you determination. You fall, you bust your ass, you get up, you do it again, you work and you work and you work until you land that trick, and you get that distilled in you very young and early from that skateboard, and what you learn with that skateboard, you can carry through everything in your life. You know what I'm saying? You fail, you get up, you try again, and then, yeah. That skateboard philosophy is very, very crucial. Something I really want to instill in him. A lot of people kind of overlook that, but a lot of the kids who skated, grow up, and when they face failure or something like that, it's not the end of the world to them. It's just another, they get up, they brush it off. Like look at Jason Lee. My name is Earl. He was a pro skateboarder before he was anything. And now then you look at his career and you're like, oh hell yeah, and like he said, skateboarding really helped him in that aspect because it taught him not to ever give up, to keep pushing and keep going on and get up and brush yourself off. So that's something I definitely want my son involved in. I've been skateboarding for 17 years, and him watching me, obviously naturally being his father, he wants to be a part of that. So
that's definitely a good example and a good kind of like philosophy for like, parenting and what have you, man, because in the end, I mean, they need to learn, like, when it comes to failure's not everything, No,
exactly. Failure is opportunity.
Yep. And I've worked with kids, and it's like, some of them, they see failure as like the end all be all of their life, and it's like, you got to instill to them like that's not the end. You're just getting started. Maybe there's another path for you, and you just gotta like search for it and push for it, Yeah,
exactly. And there comes down to the parents on that aspect too. Is a lot of parents, they were raised as you have to do it the right way every single time, or else, so it's like a generational thing. It gets passed down and passed down, and if it's not broken by somebody, then it'll just continue, Or you have the parents who every time they fail, they come to the rescue and they fucking help them, they save them, and then they never learn the lesson, and then that's how you get these people out here who think that they can treat people or do whatever they want to anybody without any consequences. And then when a real consequence happens, they act like it's so appalling and they can't believe it's happening to them. It's like, what?
Yeah.
You know, like, that's how you get those kind of people, man. You gotta let them fall. You gotta let them bust their knee. You gotta let them, you know, and then, you know, the drive, if it's distilled in them, you know, then they'll get back on that board and ride again, you know, and like,
Yeah.
you know, that's what it is. Like my son, like even now, like he'll be running, he'll fall, or he'll do something like that. If it's not super serious, it's just, you know, he'll cry, and you know, I won't baby him. You know, I was looking at him, and be like, hey, you're good, you're good. You know,
Yeah.
he'll be like, yeah, all right. You know,
yeah, just a little sniffle here and there.
Exactly,
you know,
because
be like, I'm good.
Yeah, you know, because at 3 years old, he already knows that. You know, like that's not nothing to really cry about. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you got a little beat up, but it's nothing to drag out. You know, get up and move on. You know, and like he's always kind of been that way too. You know, he'll run and like hit his head on something. You know, or like we'll run into the wall. Or, you know, whatever babies do, and he'll take 2 seconds and like, you know, look at what's going on, assess the damage, and then he'll just move on. You know, like he never really focuses on things like that anyway. So I want him to keep that mindset going into like teenage years and adulthood. So then, you know, nothing will stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything's a road bump, and he'll just go over it.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. All right, Enokh, man. One last thing, man. You know, having you here on the show, you know, talking about family, we talked about your career, we talked about movies, man. I just want to know, man, what is the legacy you want to leave behind, man? What do you want to leave behind being Enokh xMortiz, man?
Legacy that I want to leave behind, man, is just have fun with music. You know what I'm saying? Music doesn't always have to be violence or, you know, negative or anything. You know, just have fun. I want to leave a legacy like the horror films in the 80s did. A lot of people on the outside said, oh my God, it's horror film. But when you actually checked it out, you realize, wow, this actually funny or touching or, you know, very entertaining, you know, and that's what I want to do with my music is kind of open the eyes to more of a broad spectrum that music can be fun and funny and gross and horror. And it can be all these different things all at the same time. You know, it doesn't have to just be one thing. It can be a huge spectrum of everything at once. You know, like that's what I really want to leave behind. And you know, lyricism. You know, I want to be remembered for the lines and the metaphors and the actual craft, you know, the true craftsmanship I put into that pen. So that's what I want to be remembered for sure.
You're well enough on your way, man.
I appreciate that.
Yep. So thank you for coming onto the show, man.
Hey, yes, anytime, brother.
Yep. And if they want to find you on any social media, where can they find you, man?
Instagram, Twitter. Sometimes I'm not really, but mostly on Instagram, Facebook. My music's on everything: YouTube, Spotify, Apple. But yeah, if you guys, you know, my line's always open. Anyone want to chit chat or whatever, holler at me on Instagram, send me a message. I always respond.
Yep. I gotta embarrass you for a minute, man, because you know we talk on Instagram, man, and some of the stuff you send me on Instagram, man, they are hilarious as shit. For any of you guys that don't really know Enokh like that, this dude be sending some really funny shit to me on Instagram.
Yes, I do. I will send the craziest shit. Yes, I come across some of the wildest stuff, and you know, that's just borderline between funny and sadistic at the same time, you know.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I just be like, man, how does this man find this shit on this man, platform?
Like you said, man, the algorithm knows me too well. They're like, oh, look at this super fucked up video. You'll love it. And it's like, give it to me.
Yeah, see, for me, I mean, you know, if y'all personally know me, I mean, and you know what my Instagram is like, I'm looking at like either horror shit, booty, or like cosplayers and all that, you know, shit like that.
My shit's always like conspiracy videos. Like reptilian shapeshifters.
I just be tripping out half the time.
Stuff.
I trip out half the time with some of the videos that you send me. I just be like, whoa. Where this man find this? Is this dude gonna be on a list or something like?
Dude, yeah, and you know, a lot of them get deleted too. Like I'll like go to like share, I'll like share them. And I'm like, yo, do you see that one? And my buddy be like, nah, bro. And I like look, it's a post unavailable. I'm like, oh, damn, they got it.
Yeah.
They got it. They got it.
Oh man, but yeah, man, nah, keep doing you, man. Those videos are hilarious. That day, each time I see them, I'll just be like, man, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, thank you for coming, Enokh, man. Y'all check his
Thanks
music
for having
out,
me, brother.
Yep,
I appreciate it.
Yep, Enokh xMortiz, man. Y'all gotta check that boy out. Check him out.
33, 1, 0.
All right, welcome to the Slasher Corner. As you guys know, I always have a Slasher Corner movie of the week. And this week, our Slasher Corner movie is going to be by Oscar winner, director, visual effects designer. He's responsible for movies like Star Wars, Jurassic Park, RoboCop. I'm talking about Phil Timpett's movie, Mad Dog. And it's a movie that's been worked on for like more than like 30 years, you know. It's a stop motion animated movie, very experimental. I've only watched half of it. You know, me and Enokh, we were talking about it earlier, but it's definitely something y'all should definitely check out since this is a movie that Enokh did talk about. So I thought, why not have this be the Slasher Corner movie of the week? So yeah, definitely check it out if you got Shudder. Now, that is the show of the week. I like to thank all the fans that were listening to the podcast. You know, thank you, Team Doom. You guys are the real MVP. Shout outs to my boy Algorythm-C and Callie the Wolf for supplying the beats to the show. And if you want to follow your boy on social media, it's the Walterdoom on TikTok, Twitter, Walterdoom on Instagram, and Walterdoom everywhere else that involves streaming and podcasts. Other than that, this has been another episode of Let's Talk About Horror. This is America. Don't let them catch you slipping now. Stay diabolical, people. Peace.